then cut the cord to my bungee.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. This is Kevin Harlan. So for the Mavericks, their last game, a loss to the Hawks. Now, here's Siakam. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the team you see tonight, Smitty, they have very deep rotations.
They do. The teams that can go about 10 deep, it does keep your locker room happy. The added benefit is it keeps you fresh at the end of the season.
Here's Russell. Pass to Kleber. Now Beverly. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Van Vliet. It's tipped. Siakam left side. Trent with it. 6 on the shot clock. From the wing. Porter pulls it in. And it's Porter with the ball for Dallas. Pass to Towns. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
We're about 1 minute into the first. To the inside. Here's Porter. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head. And you watch Porter. Unbelievable potential. He makes some plays that just leaves you shaking your head.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
I caught up with Coach Nick Nurse. He praised D'Angelo Russell's game, saying that he's someone that can take over without warning. Coach told me his floaters, his outside shooting, he can hurt you so many ways. Once he's locked in, there's no stopping him. He can be unorthodox, but he is a special player. Guys?
Thank you, David. And the team has taught Greg about having high hopes for Porter. What does he need to do, though, to reach that next level?
And frankly, more maturity is going to lead to greater consistency. He missed his only season in college, missed his first season in the NBA, and this guy's still making up for lost time.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Now here's Van Vliet. Going inside. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Outside, Porter. Pass to Beverly. Goes up the baseline. A new 14 for the Mavericks. Porter, no luck. So it's Toronto now. Now, here's Boucher. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Boucher's got 5 points so far.
He's heady, he's unselfish. All Van Vliet does is make winning plays.
A drive by Russell. And he gets the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Substitution for your Raptors. Ken Burke. Precious Achiuwa.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. In the corner, it's Birch. They set the pick. Here's Van Vliet. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And along with production, this team really thrives on Van Vliet's leadership.
He sets a great example with his toughness, his dedication, and his teammates believe in him and believe they're going to win, partly because of him. And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice tripper.
Now here's Van Vliet. Takes it inside. Pass to Achiuwa. And here's Birch. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
The defense was clearly not on the same page. No one picked up the open man.
Right wing. Towns. Wide open. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. The kick out to Barnes. Here's the screen. Here's the three. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Pass to Achiuwa. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
Coming on to the floor.
What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Malachi Flynn.
Pass to Birch. Here's Flynn. 36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Deflects the pass. Here's Birch. And he converts the layup. Birch has got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Over in the corner, Barnes. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
And a deep three from Russell. And that does it for the first quarter. The Raptors out in front, up by 7. We'll take
Side Cruise. Ladies and gentlemen, your North Side Cruise.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors guys, your thoughts?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
And it's good for 2. Achiuwa's got the lead up to 7 now for Toronto.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
and that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards, rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
Pass to Achua. The shot's good on the assist by Flynn. Achua's got 4 this quarter. And you look at the 2021 draft class, just some unbelievable talent at the top.
I mean, Cade Cunningham, for me, probably is the consensus best player, but man, you got guys like Suggs and Green and Kuminga with that rare athleticism. And how about Mobley? He really defines what a modern-day big is supposed to be. I mean, what more could you want?
We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Craig. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
And, well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path. And I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, you know, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't into college, aren't into school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Pascal Siakam was the most improved player in 2019. He says, I love that I cannot be able to do something, but if I put in a lot of hours doing it, I can become good at it. The former 27th pick overall said, not to sound arrogant, but I saw this coming. Guys, he bet on himself.
He did. He was smart. He certainly put in the work. DA, thank you. Marjanovic, no good. And it's the Raptors' ball. They're on a 13-4 run. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And what you get with Barnes, Greg, tremendous versatility.
And he gets others involved, Kevin. Plays great defense. Has an excellent feel for the games. He doesn't have to score to impact winning. But if you need points from him, the young fella can provide that as well.
Mavericks trailed by 15. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And that one's good. Marjanovic.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Van Vliet wide open. Hits it from three-point range. Van Vliet's got 5 minutes.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
And there's 1:45 left in the first half. The shot's good from Brunson.
Assist goes to.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Van Vliet outside. Plays it up and banks it in. Van Vliet's got 5 points in the quarter.
To counter the size deficiency, Van Vliet has developed an insane number of moves inside.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Towns. Lets it go from deep. Toronto grabs the miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
It's Trent on the wing. Here's Anunoby. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Towns for 3. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Towns high post. Towns is doubled. And Kleber slams it in.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Inside, Towns with the steal. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Porter with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. Down low. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's foul number 2 for him.
His second personal foul.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
Out of bounds.
The ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Siakam. Here's Russell. Here's Kleba. Lays it up off the glass. Kleba's got 4 this quarter.
Getting everyone involved. Russell operating the offense like a seasoned vet.
There's Porter with the 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
Half the play. The score. Your Raptors. 38. The Mavericks. 24.
And so it's Toronto with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Mavericks trailed by 14. Right side, Russell. Pass to Towns. And no good. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
You know, he's known as a lunch pail guy. Siakam showing the crowd a little extra that time.
Towns with it. On the wing, Porter. The kick out to Towns. Stolen by Van Vliet. Back to Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Beautiful when the big man takes flight. Pascal Siakam leaving no room for error with that dunk. He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
And Towns not known for his rim protection, but he's improved in that area recently, challenging and changing more shots.
Stolen by Beverly. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it.
Quick first step. Beverly showing he's not just a three-point shooter at the offensive end.
First trip to the line for him here.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
He hits the second from the line. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Van Vliet with it. 7 points in the game. Pass to Anunoby. Clock at 6. And here is Van Vliet. Banked in off the glass. Van Vliet's got 9. And with Towns, Greg, you knew he had the potential for rim defense, and it became a focus for him.
Yeah, and a lot of defense is putting in the effort. Credit Towns for improving in that area. And we'll see if he can take another step defensively.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Good evening, Kevin. Now, the NBA does get high marks for its diversity, but there is some frustration on that front when you look at head coaches and front office positions. All-star Karl Anthony Towns said, men of color deserve a chance to lead a team, run an organization, and make their mark, not just with a jersey on, but with a suit on. Guys?
Thank you, David. Mavericks trailed by 15. Now Brunson. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Out to Edwards. Fires the three. That shot off. And Toronto will come the other way. Pass to Dragic. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Back to Flynn. Achua with it. To the middle. Stolen by Brunson. Barton, wide open. He fires. Off target from outside. Toronto leading by 13. Pass to Achua. The dunk by Achua.
And you have to credit Anunoby. He's put in the work to become a better playmaker.
Edwards drives in. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Goran Dragic.
That's his first.
And Anthony Edwards, the top pick of 2020. Not the most polished player early on, but his ceiling is through the roof.
So many top picks come in ready to play, Greg. Edwards, a part of a class that needed more time, though.
Yeah, the talent is clearly there. And don't forget the pandemic cutting the college careers of many of the 2020 draftees short. Edwards, though, has all the tools to be an incredible wing player.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
And stolen by Achua. Here's Barnes. The shot's good on the assist by Flynn. And 11 points for Barnes.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
How about up over the 80% mark from the line last year? So he's happy and also consistent there with those numbers.
And the technical free throw is good. 16 seconds left in the third quarter. Over in the corner, Barnes. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
At the line for Toronto.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Moses Brown. Anthony Edwards.
Outside Flynn. Here's Achua. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Achua's got 4 this quarter.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment.
For your Northside crew.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So it's Toronto now. And the NBA dress code introduced back in 2005. Now, player attire straying a bit from business casual. Does that bother you, Greg?
You know, it doesn't bother me because that's where we are as a society. But, man, I can tell you, when I first came in the league, you get fined if you didn't wear dress socks with your shoe. So we have come a long way in terms of the evolution of fashion. And you know what? I'm not one for stopping progress.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Contested shots and block shots. That's been their bread and butter defensively, giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but they've been offensive defensively tonight because they've really forced the issue on D and come up with quite a few steals and deflections.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
To the paint, and it's Dragic with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish him.
No one near Boucher as he lets it go. And again, Toronto with the triple.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
And how about Anunoby using all that momentum to finish past the defense? Refused to be denied.
They get it back. Towns. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Pass to Boucher. And last season, All-Stars Greg missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off seasons, are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health, perhaps, one of the biggest.
Now, here's Anunoby. 6 to shoot. Toronto needs to get off a shot. For 3, Van Vliet. Great positioning on the putback.
Relentless energy from OG. Defense can't counter his explosiveness on the boards.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. For all that he gives them on offense, Siakam's ability, Greg, to switch defensively is key for this team.
At the line,
and he can legitimately stay in front of guards on the perimeter. I mean, this guy contests shots without fouling. You love the combination of focus and strong fundamentals.
From a role player to an elite talent, Pascal Siakam continues to impress with his all-around game. You see his length, the explosion, making sure of that one.
Here's the Raptors with the ball. Van Vliet outside. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
He's always been confident. When Fred VanVleet started to get minutes, it all came together.
And it's Russell missing.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. .136 left in the 4th quarter. Trent with it. Now guarded by Towns.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Raptors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
There's 49 seconds left to play here in the 4th. And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes.
His first personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the final quarter. In the corner, it's Kleber. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
This is what we talk about, value in each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
And it's Barnes with the ball for Toronto. Pass to Trent. Boucher with the ball. That one doesn't go. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. There's Porter with the 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now, here's Siakam. Comes up empty down low. A 3 ball. And that one's good by Porter.
just sensational form and touch on display from Porter. When he gets any room to shoot from deep, he's looking to fire.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great...
So numb, yeah. Should we take 5 on me? I know she bugging, her intentions only to ride with me. And yeah, she gon' roll the dice for me. Yeah. And yeah, she gon' do it twice for me. Hey, hey, hey. This shorty bad as she bad, you know. She know I'm coming. I got one more on my left and one on my right. And loads more coming. Bro in the back and I'm in the back and I'm